Hey guys, and today I'm going to be showing you how to track in Pfhoe, a 3D tracking program. So let's get started. First, you have to open up Pfhoe, right here. Then, you're going to want to import your footage. I'm going to be using some footage I shot on the Canon, one of the Canon DSLR cameras. So, that one's going to be right here. Now, it's going to pop up with this wizard right here, and you're going to want to hit Next. Then it's going to ask you, how's the camera moving? You're going to want to choose free motion because it's moving around freely and there is no set you're not on a tripod or whatever, you know what I mean. And then you're going to hit Next. Is the camera zooming? You're going to hit No, which means it has a constant focal length. You're going to finish. Then first, this thing right here is to find all the distorted edges. You're going to want to click on that. And you're going to want to click on one of these lines that is outlined on something that you know is perfectly straight. So I'm going to go with this right here. It's going to calculate how the lens is distorted. Then you're going to want to, you can go to this next one. You can load an image mat, but I'm not going to need to do that right here. And then you're going to skip to this one called Track Features. And if you scroll over this top piece right here, you can drag this up and you can see how the progress is doing. Green is good, yellow is medium, and red is bad. So let's just let this track and I'll come back to you when it's done. Okay, so it's done tracking. I have a pretty nice and even track right here. And it has all of these 3D tracks on here. And you're going to see some green, some yellow, and you don't want to see any red. So if you go over one that has some red, you can just hit the delete button and delete those. Because right about here, you want to try to help the track out a little bit, just so it doesn't have to work as hard when you're going through the tracking process, if that makes any sense. So this one's kind of bad. You don't want to delete too many, because then the track becomes unstable. That one. And that one. So that's about good. Now you're going to want to go to Estimate Focal Length, and it's going to come up with a square, and you're going to have a bunch of points here. You're going to want to just kind of click on these at first, then you're going to adjust them to how the layout of the ground is, because this helps Pfhoe figure out how it's going to position the grid ground plate right there. Okay, once that's done, you're going to go to this camera solve button right here. You're just going to click that, and this will take a few minutes depending on the footage. So I'll come back to you guys when it's done. Okay, it's done here. Now you're gonna see some red here, and right now I can see there's a lot of red here, but sometimes Pfhoe does this a lot. It glitches a little bit. So even though it says red, if you look at the track here, then you see that it's not shaking around a bunch like mine isn't. It's shaking with the camera. As long as you see that, you're pretty much fine. You're set to go. So I'm gonna look at this. If you go down to this little 2D button right here, you can look at it in 3D also. And by just simply holding down Alt, you can zoom in, or Command, and you can rotate around. And just check this out, and you can also watch it as it's going through. See this piece right here? Okay, now I'm going to go back into 2D mode. Just scroll through this one more time. Looks pretty good. Now, there's this button right here, which is, this allows you to move this tracking piece to any one of these dots you want. So by simply holding down spacebar, and you just go highlight over one of the tracks, and you're going to hit spacebar, and hold on. It's not letting me do this. But, oh, here. I think I have to click on this. Translate ground plate. That's weird. Usually, well, oh, you have to click on one of them. Then you hit Move Origin to Feature. There you go. Now you scroll through, and it stays connected to that point the whole way. And that's basically how PF Track works, guys. The last thing you have to do is just, you can either export undistorted footage, which is just the raw footage, no tracking, or you can export the camera and feature data. Now, I have Cinema 4D, so I'm going to export it to Cinema 4D, but it has a wide variety of different programs you can use. So I'm just going to go to Cinema 4D, and you can choose where you'd like to put it. And then you just hit OK when you want to. I've already done this, so I'm going to hit cancel. Yeah, I'm going to hit cancel. And that's pretty much all there is to it, guys. So happy tracking.